There's a couple pieces of technology inside your seminar rooms that's a little advanced but very cool. Let's talk about why you have two cameras in your Rocky Mountain room and what this black box is. Let's start with the black box. This is called the Catchbox solution, and it's a wireless microphone solution. Let's go ahead and open it, see what's inside. First thing is this square microphone is where Catchbox started. This microphone solution allows you to take the microphone and to toss it into hands of different participants looking to speak inside of a room like this. So to turn it on, what you're going to want to do is take the top part and you're going to pull out the center piece. This is actually the microphone portion of it. On the side, there's a little power button, and you're going to go and press the green power button for about 2-3 seconds. You'll see the battery light indicator come up, and then there's a little link light. I'm not sure if that showed on camera, but at first it was orange, and now that it's made the connection, it's green. So that means that this is ready to go. Now, having a wireless microphone means that you can pass the microphone to different people in the room. And since this is a larger room, passing the microphone has an advantage because individuals on one side of the room might not be able to hear the other side of the room. So by speaking into the microphone, it amplifies your voice so that everybody can hear. Also, the far end is able to hear you because these microphones are connected to your Google Meet system. All right, so this is the Catchbox. I'm going to hit the power button and I'll turn it off. I'll put it back in its sleeve. Actually, I put it in its sleeve after speaking into it, but basically you would turn it on, put it in its sleeve or the box itself, and this is how you would pass the microphone around the room. If the battery is low, then what you're going to want to do is take out the charging base, take out the charging cables, and this is just like your cell phone. It's a power supply with a USB plug that plugs underneath, that plugs into the power supply, and you just plug it into the wall. And just like your cell phone with wireless charging, you kind of sit this on the base and it'll charge from the base. Okay, so let's put the Catchbox away. And then I'd like to talk about the 3 other microphones that are in the case. So I'll take this microphone out of its sleeve, and this is the handheld microphone. This is what we're going to use when the presenter is speaking to the room. Now this microphone isn't the most intuitive thing. To turn it on, what you do is you push the little button and you pull on it and it'll slide the microphone up. And this little piece is the microphone. This is just to be able to hold it in a more comfortable way. Under the little clip, there's a little slide switch, and you just slide that over and it'll turn the microphone on, and now we're going to see the battery indicator on the front. We can then put the microphone back in and clip it into place. Now I don't know if you heard that over the camera, but when I put it back in, I could hear through the speakers that sound. So let's take a second and just talk about this little X button on the side. If you click the X button, it'll turn red, and that means that you're muted. So you just have to push the microphone down into the sleeve. It's one piece. It's on mute, but if I go ahead and hit the unmute button, I can speak into the microphone, and it's going to amplify my voice inside the space. And inside the space means inside the Rocky Mountain room if the divisible wall is closed. But if it's open, then my voice will be amplified inside the Rocky Mountain and also the Mount Logan room at the same time. And that's just automatic. There's nothing you have to do there. It's just based on the wall being open or closed. All right, so I'm going to mute this for 1 second. Same thing with the handheld microphones versus the Catchbox is the battery can be charged by using this charging base. Same thing, USB cable, power supply, connect it to the base, take the microphone, and you basically line up the connection point to the base, and it will start charging the microphone. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn this microphone back on, and I'm going to pretend like I'm the presenter. And the reason why I'm pretending to be the presenter is because I want to show you the difference between the presenter camera and the audience camera. Now, it doesn't matter if I'm talking into the microphone or not. The microphone in the ceiling is actually who is detecting where the people are in the room that are speaking. So if I'm in the front of the room, I get the presenter camera view, which is where the individual speaking to the room would be. But if I'm an audience member and I start speaking, then it's going to switch to the audience. So let me show you how that works. So now, if somebody from the audience were to speak, then the camera would switch to a preset position of where the individuals are sitting in the room. So as you can see, now that I'm part of the audience, a camera is picking me up because I'm speaking. Now, it does take about 5-6 seconds before it switches back. So if I've asked my question and now the presenter is answering the question, you can see that it switched back to the presenter position. Now, this camera does not frame the individuals in the room. It doesn't locate people's faces or anything like that. It's basically just where the sound is coming from, and it's a preset position of that room. So it might not be 100% perfect, but the preset is meant to actually go and capture individuals so that the far end can see them more clearly when somebody in a bigger room is speaking. Now, those are the two kind of advanced, cool features that the seminar room, or the Rocky Mountain specifically, has additional to the other rooms. So you've got the wireless microphone solution and the dual camera for presenter and audience tracking.